these Red Lobster rosemary garlic parmesan biscuit mix at Big Lots, and they're similar to their cheddar biscuits that they have. But anyway, my mom loves those, and if you follow my vlogs, she does not have a huge appetite. She doesn't eat a whole lot. She's lost like 70 pounds in the last year or so. But her health is holding steady right now. She's been doing pretty good. But like I was saying, she doesn't typically eat a lot, and she really always enjoyed these Red Lobster biscuits. So when I found those, I picked those up, and tonight I'm going to be preparing dinner for my mom and dad. Now my sister and I typically it's between us who's feeding who that night. She cooks typically all week, every weekday. I don't cook always on the weekdays after the days I have the babies. When I say I don't cook, it's not like a big meal. My dad likes a big hot meal. My mom, like I said, doesn't eat very much. But my sister always cooks pretty big hot meals in the weekdays. So tonight, though, I was going to be cooking, and I decided to make these garlic rosemary herb biscuits, and they were really easy to make. The recipes on the back of them, and I think all it took was butter and a cup of Parmesan cheese, I think, and some water. But anyway, just follow the directions on the back, and I did get them at Big Lots. Making my bread first is because my entree also has to be baked once it's assembled. So I wanted to go ahead and get my bread done so that my entree would still be hot when it come out of the oven, and the bread will be fine like it is.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how that this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk.
I'm going to be using the Paccheri pasta noodles. I love how these noodles are just open so that all that sauce and flavor gets down in them. This is not really a recipe. My daughter-in-law made it for us one night, and I liked it so good that I just asked her how she made it, and she told me. So what I'm doing now is adding my Paccheri pasta to my boiling water, and I added some salt to it.
don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help how
I'm just going to heat up our skillet now. I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in the bottom of it. And then I decided, oh, I need to cut up my chicken first. I hadn't done that, so I turned the burner back off and moved the skillet over to the side. I'm like, yeah, I should have waited till after I cut my chicken up. So yeah, I done that. So now I've got my chicken out, and I hate handling raw poultry. I think it's gross. It grosses me out. Between that and fixing a turkey, I can't stand it. So I'm just using my kitchen shears to cut those tendons out of it, and just cutting them up in chunks with my scissors. So it went a whole lot quicker, and I didn't have to touch them as much as I would have the other way. It just grosses me out. Is anyone else like that? I'm sorry about my throat. My grandbaby was here today. I had the girls for Grammy school, and the baby, the 1-year-old, is getting sick. She's had a runny nose, watery eyes, and I would have thought teething, which it could be still, but she was a little warm, not a fever, but a little warm, and she acts like her ears are hurting. So she laid around mostly on me today, and I'm sure I'll be sick if it's a cold or something, because she was sneezing right in my eyeballs, but that's okay too. She wanted me to hold her most of the day, and that's exactly what I did. And then Amelia today, when we were brushing her teeth, I was looking at them, and I realized she's got a permanent tooth coming in, and she hasn't lost any yet. So I checked her tooth, and it's loose, and I just about died. So I texted her mommy and daddy, and I reckon they did too. And she's only 4 years old, but she's got a loose tooth already. Let me know in the comments below, has your children ever lost teeth that early, or grandchildren? I remember my first child, my son, my oldest, he lost his first 2 teeth. My youngest are twins. They're 28 now. He lost his first 2 teeth when I was in the hospital with them for preterm labor. And I remember my in-laws had them, and he lost his first tooth, and I was crying, and they called and they said, we can't find it either. He was eating strawberries, so they don't know if he swallowed it or what. So I remember being an emotional wreck about that, so I hated that for Tori not to found it, but that's okay too. But anyway, she'll be losing a tooth probably in the next couple, I don't know how long it takes, probably a month or so. She'll be 5 in February though. Okay, I got all my chicken cut up. Now I'm going to use this garlic and herb seasoning from Pampered Chef just to flavor my chicken. And that's really all that I put on it, and it was really good. I just sauteed it in that until the chicken was cooked through all the way, and it gave it a delicious flavor. So I put our chicken on time lapse. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but I just cut it into chunks, seasoned it with a little bit of fresh peppercorn and garlic, and then I had my Paccheri pasta. Over here is what it's called, and I love it because it's just big and round, and it's got that big hole so that the filling can get in there really good. So we just got our noodles browned, or I did. And the next thing we're going to do, set my camera back up here, is I'm going to go ahead and add my Rao's pasta. You know how I love Rao's pasta. This is the roasted garlic. Smells really good. And I'm just going to pour that into my pan. Now I'm going to turn this down to simmer. I'm going to add just a little bit of water in it. And then I'm going to swirl it around so we get all that goodness out. We don't want to leave any of that goodness in there, do we? Okay. And then I'm going to take my spatter and go ahead and put my Paccheri noodles right in here. Save or reserve a little bit of your pasta water in case you need to thin out your sauce. And I love Italian. That's my absolute favorite food is Italian. I've told you all that numerous times. And I'm just going to stir this in together to get it all mixed well. It's already, everything's cooked through. You just have to let your pasta sauce get hot. But we're going to finish this off in the oven. But right now I have my Red Lobster rosemary garlic parmesan biscuits in there. I mixed them up and they have to bake for 14 minutes. And then I'll show you what we do after that. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already greased my glass pan. And then I'm going to transfer this to my pan. And this smells amazing. My daughter-in-law made this for us for something recently. And it was so good. It was delicious. So I wanted to make it. And she actually didn't really have a recipe for it. But that's what she told me she done. So that's what I did. Then we're going to take a bag of this Italian 5 cheese. It's got mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, Asiago, and Romano. And just sprinkle a little bit of this, or a lot, over top of our pasta. And I do like a lot of cheese, so I'm just putting it all on there. Like that. Okay. We ended up not needing any of our pasta water, so we've already got that burner turned off and this burner turned off. And I'm just going to leave this here until we get our biscuits out of the oven, and then I'll show you. The next thing we're going to do for our biscuits when they come out is I've got a fourth cup of butter. I'm going to melt it in this cup. Okay, now that I've melted it, I'm just going to add the remainder half of our rosemary garlic mix right in there. And we're going to brush this on our biscuits when they come out of the oven while they're hot. But we'll go ahead and mix that together. Smells divine. Divine. And now we will wait. I've got 6 more minutes on my biscuits, then we'll put our pasta in the oven. I'll bring the biscuits out and we'll show you what that looks like. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my salad. So here's our biscuits. I just finished brushing the garlic and rosemary butter on them. I thought I was filming. Sorry, that happens sometimes. But they look delicious. We've got our Caesar salad here with our GW Clisso's 5-star Caesar salad dressing. So that's going to be amazing. And our pasta's in the oven. And I'll show you what that looks like as soon as it comes out. I thank you all for watching today. If you like this type of video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you'll decide to subscribe. And I thank you for watching my channel. I hope that you're all having a great week so far. Today was a long day, it seemed like. So anyway, the weather's turning cooler. The trees are turning colors, which is beautiful. But, you know, I do get seasonal depression, so I deal sometimes with the weather in weird ways. So y'all just say a little prayer for me, okay? But God bless you. Thank you for watching. I'll show you the pasta in just a minute. Talk to you soon. Bye. These Red Lobster biscuits were so delicious. I loved them. This salad is just like a Caesar salad. I used romaine lettuce, some red onions, Roma tomatoes, Kalamata olives, some garlic croutons, and some Caesar salad dressing. And it was a really good salad, simple but very good. This pasta dish was just delicious. It was very simple, just the chicken and noodles and pasta sauce and then the cheese, but it was delicious. And my son took it for lunch for 2 days when he brought the babies up that morning. He got some to take to school with them for lunch. You can't make a small dish like that, so I always love to share it. I don't like food to go to waste.